Mega Predator presents Super Mario Bros. 4 Super Mario World. Special Halloween something. See if any of this works. Just submit it and ran. Sometimes people just have to do these things. Outer Wilds. Funny. Oh boy. That's the problem with these, is there's just a lot of text. MegaPredator360 loves plot. This is like previously on the thing. Last time on Dragon Ball Z. Previously on the previous part. Slaloth. Iba para continuar? Push the up arrow to continue. Ah. So apparently, Mario and King Boo had a bit of a thing happening. Since the fight between Mario and King Boo, what's interesting is that usually Mega Predator used the expanded text system. I'm just going to let you type things out. It's going to be longer. It's going to take less time than me trying to type it out to Google Translate by far. Once again, I greatly appreciate translating because it takes a while. But yeah, I wonder if 17 was before the expanded like RPG style text system came out, because like Mega Predator loves the extended text system, and several of his levels have been very long on text and very interesting in plot. Like the one about the girl who became a prostitute who had to kill a journalist and then was caught by, I forget who it was, and we had to go find the great sages to do all of this stuff. This kerning, yeah. 2 decades have passed, and Mario is as young as always, but one day Mario was bored and decided to go on a walk. And then... I like monospace, but it's very wide monospace. Like, it has extra spaces between each of the words. It's kind of odd. It reminds me a bit of, like, Shift-JIS style text. Something people would maybe call more like a vaporwave style, but, like, the Japanese text glyphs in the Shift-JIS encoding kind of looked like that. So maybe it was vaporwave, you know. Vaporwave was popular around this time, I think. Mario finds a pipe and decides to check out what's on the other side. And it's hell. Nope. I picked up the controller ready to play another part, but no. But yeah, I always find it kind of, like, adorable how much plot there are in Mega Predator hacks. Like, dude has a groove that he sticks with. On the other side, there was a dark place, but then he remembers he has to prepare for Halloween, but... I'm gonna guess this is something along the lines of Mario has no idea where he is. As far as plots go for Mega Predator, I know it's fine. I just appreciate the translations. It still would take less time than me typing this out manually. Mario can't go back since the pipe disappeared. Ah. Oh, there we go. Now I can use the conventional translation. Could Mario make it out of the other side and finish Halloween preparations on time? P.S. Rip Layer 3. Of course. Of course. Casa de Mario. It's nice. Everyone wants to live inside a big mushroom, don't they? Yeah, I don't want mushrooms. Things to do. Clean, make dinner, collect candy, make pumpkin honey. Pumpkin honey? I don't think I want pumpkin honey. It doesn't sound appealing to me. I'm not a big pumpkin guy, in all honesty. Like, people are, like, all about, like, pumpkin spice things. Admittedly, no pumpkin in those. And pumpkin pie, but I could kind of leave pumpkin as a flavor behind. I just don't care that much about it. Dark pipes. Yep, it's a dark level. That's solid. I could not see what I was doing. Yeah, maybe it's a regional thing. But, like, pumpkin honey just doesn't sound appealing. Like, I'll eat pumpkin pie if now other pie is available. Oh, goodness. Oh, what is with these layers? Oh, this is weird. I'm gonna just stand here for a minute. Yeah, dark levels are not my favorite class of level, because in general, like, it being dark just makes the game lag more. Now, to admit, this was much less of a concern circa 17, because most people didn't play hacks on actual consoles, and were playing in more, like, less accurate emulators. But Beast Nest came out in, what, 2008? No, before. Pretty sure I read an article about Beast Nest. Oh god, I need Beast Nest to set lives. You're confused. The lowest Mario went through a pipe and couldn't get back, but we went to Mario's house is clearly still there. Maybe, like, this is the part where we went through the pipe, and now we need to get back. Love dark levels. But people were not as worried about it. Like, there's an awful lot more people using SNES 9X and other things that just were not accurate. And while we do greatly prefer people to submit hacks that work on hardware, we acknowledge that it's not always feasible. Like, as long as it works on the major emulators, it's usually okay. But also, there's not a lot of good excuses to not test on a more accurate emulator. Like, if Beast Nest was running too slow, you can always go for, what was the other one I like? Messen. Messen's rather accurate, has a great debugger. In some cases has different inaccuracies, which I find is kind of funny. Probably should, like, make a test ROM and send it over at some point, but I was playing another contest level. I was playing through the chocolate level design contest from forever ago. And there was a specific level that on hardware, there was a tile that it wanted to cycle out. So it needed to switch a tile from one type to another. Simple enough. But because it was doing it on the SA1 side, it didn't do it correctly. I can't see what's up there. Oh, that's why I die, because there's munchers on the top of that pipe I can't see. Thank you. Oh, and there's a... In retrospect, I could have seen that. SNES 9X has improved significantly since 2011. Yes, it has. One simple reason was that Donut basically sat down and wrote a... I guess GitHub issue would be the correct thing, bug report, about WRM access from the SA1 side of things, which has always sort of been the big problem. Well, one of the big problems with hardware support, with playing, there were two of them now? Oh, weird. Oh, there's just a lot of junk here. With SA1 hacks not being accurate. One of the reasons. Because you cannot touch the SNES's RAM from the SA1 side. The SA1 is completely inside of the cartridge. There is no, like, mechanism for it to just be like, yeah, that address, I touch it. There's no mechanism at all. But some people treated it as if it had that, and SNES 9X didn't enforce it. So people started to think that was okay. I believe that's been fixed in modern versions of SNES 9X. I do state believe, because I don't know exactly what version and when that happened. It feels like it was a few years ago, but it also, my memory is not the greatest. Are these red piranha plants? Are they actually red ones? But there's been some good improvements. There's been stuff like where they allow for, I know on Beast Nest there was this push to allow for certain things that were broken. One of them was the echo buffer issue, where, like, hacks didn't respect the size of the RAM inside of the APU, the audio processing unit, correctly. And that resulted in echo buffer stuff not working correctly. Basically, if you're going to do echo buffer, you have to render your sound to a buffer and then play back out of the buffer multiple times. That's kind of how echo works. Or re-render it over it. doing additions. Like, that's the way to implement echo programmatically. And so it's kind of expensive on RAM, because you have to do this, you know, every time you're doing music. I'd say frame, but frame isn't really the right unit for sound. Like, the audio unit is not tied to the frame rate. It doesn't think that way. I think it has a sample rate, but I don't remember what the SNES's is. So the more you know. 2 a.m., time to go to bed. Alright, have fun with the levels. This is the last level, I think. So, thank you. Thank you for coming by. Sleep well, Big Brawler. I'll see you next time. You know what would be great is if this was a power-up. See, you asked us the most recent core you can get running properly in Wii U, and Wii U might have the most convenient way for a friend you to play a hack you're making. Well, if you're making a hack and you're not using SA1, then you probably don't have that much to worry about. Most of the echo buffer problems for hacks 2 were just older versions of Add Music that just didn't respect the ideas properly. I don't believe even the music was the problem itself. Don't quote me on that. My knowledge of how SNES, how SMW music stuff works is basically very... I know how SNES stuff works, I don't know how Add Music works, put it that way. I do know that earlier Add Musics had more problems. But I would say if you're sticking with, like, pretty normal stuff, you're not writing a lot of your own ASM, you should be fine. If you are writing your own ASM, then you need to be more careful. But most of the stuff off the shelf on SMW Central should work on hardware and other emulators properly. Oh, I kind of regret doing that. I wonder what the pipe I'm supposed to go in is. I really don't like how I've set up this jump for myself. I'll just try to pull them all over here. Alright, come up here. This might also depend upon what the most recent core they have available is for Wii U, because I don't know that much about the homebrew scene on Wii U. That was poor decision-making on my part. That was great decision-making on my part. Wow, that worked. I'm gonna run out of time. That's lava! I wasn't prepared for lava. Oh, there's a friggin... Why would you do that? My understanding is for an awful lot of consoles, like the homebrew stuff eventually kind of rots a little bit. Like, I imagine the PSP has a pretty old emulator if you're playing, like, SNES games on it. But I can't speak to it. But most of the issues, like, for I don't know, probably pre-2015 hacks, tends to be either people are writing fancy ASM that doesn't work right because of misunderstandings in the actual architecture, or the Add Music issues. Like, SA1 just wasn't that prominent before then either, I don't think. I don't know when exactly Vita Viella, 1, released his patch, and 2, when Fusuya integrated it into Lunar Magic, which is when I think people really started using it, because before then it was a separate patch you had to apply yourself. And I don't know how it interplayed with Lunar Magic at that time, because it did change an awful lot of structures. Like, it's a very invasive patch. Is that the one I wanted to go in? The music changed. You know, I think I'm happy going in here. I would say I don't find this level characteristic of Mega Predator's usual design sensibilities, and I find that odd. Latest-ish core. Oh, cool, I get another Fire Flower, nifty. But the audio was unplayably crackly. We spent a lot of time fiddling with it without fixing it. That I can't speak to. That might just be an issue with it on the Wii U. Like, I have a jailbroken Wii U, but I've never used it for anything other than playing Wii games. And I played exactly one, and it was Rhythm Heaven. So I don't know that much, unfortunately. I never got the GameCube stuff to work. Like, if I ever want to play a GameCube game, I need to basically message my buddy, Zaki, who has one. A jailbroken one, and has already told me he would not mind loaning it to me in the past. I actually was going to borrow it and play... What was it? Sonic Heroes, I think? Someone suggested that, and I wanted to play a Sonic game around February. I thought it'd be funny. But then I got really dang sick, and couldn't. Right, not that way, this way. But I can still borrow it from him if need be. And I might for, like, playing some spooky Halloween-y type games. It's one Fistbit's been trying to get me to play for, like, a couple of years now. And Desi played it and enjoyed it, so that's a good heuristic if nothing else. Okay. I have enough Eries that maybe nothing else can spawn. I can't believe that worked. Trying to decide... Is this where the level ends? Nope. Well, the subsection ends, I suppose, is the phrase I should be using. Cool, so that actually works. Yeah, it got the Desi stamp. Actually, don't remember the name of it. Ah. Well, that worked. Are you kidding me? Finally, I'll be able to get your revenge for what you did to me a decade ago. Prepare to die, Mario! Oh, boy. I hope he only takes 3 hits. But, like, Big Boo with Eerie is something I should be able to... With Eerie Spawner, something I should be able to do standing on my head. Unless I just do, like, really dumb things. Yep. Wait, this has multiple exits. Story at the beginning said 2 decades ago. Don't ask me, you'd have to ask MegaPredator. Nothing quite like an awful lot of overworld things. What a retcon, this hack is unplayable. F minus minus. Ah, we made it back to the Casa de Mario. Cool. There's a secondary exit. I guess I should look, but honestly, I'm gonna look using Xandro's site because those dark levels are not my favorite thing of all time. Yeah, it's so much nicer when you can actually see what you're doing. Maybe. There's an awful lot of pipes and things. Wait, there's a second exit here? No. Okay, well, so far I'm not seeing anything that screams 71. And that one goes to the Coin Heaven place, which comes back to here, which goes to there. And then there were 2 exits here. One that took you there, and the other one that... No, that's the same one. Always impossible to know with some of these. Okay, there's Boo there. And then there was an area with Wigglers. Apparently I could have gone to. But I don't know where it is. Time in the afterlife is slower? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I don't think I need Lunar Magic for this if I want to guess. Because I don't really want to play that long level again. Like, dark levels just tend to be really annoying. It's just the nature of them, unfortunately. Okay, yes, and the level number I'm looking for is 73 presently. Okay, so where would the secret pipe have been? In the middle of, like, the last area. Like, it's one of those you still have to beat the whole thing again. Yeah, that's it. Alright, well, I know where it is now. Alright, let's see. Knowing where it is merely the first step, as we all know. As all people who play SMW know, the best place to put your secret exit is right next to your regular exit, so people have to play your level twice. Because everyone loves playing your level twice. In basically its entirety. Especially when you decide to not have any midways at all. In the interest of seeing that, I'm just gonna be lazy here. Just gonna groove my way through the first few areas and make my life easier. It's cheesy, but I don't care. I don't really want to do a bunch of dark rooms over and over. It's also weird, like Mario 2 sprite. Especially as I highly suspect that there's not going to be a midway even when I get to the end. For the secondary exit side of things. Like, at all. Oh, hello. Oh, what's up, Mr. Twister? It's a good time for a handbrake if nothing else. Take a drink here. It's kind of weird how it interplays, the message box interplays with the light source color math stuff, because it just turns that off as it goes down the screen. I wonder if the HDMA is just doing something really weird because of the message box. Yeah, what's up, Mr. Twister? How's your stream? Thank you for the raid. What were you up to? Hope it was something fun. Let me do an SO just in case Fries has fallen asleep. We're just playing through some Fortaleza Reznor levels, which are fun. That's the Spanish-speaking Mario hacking scene. This is the last one. Oh, Fries is awake. Thief 2, awesome game. Oh, I've always wanted to play the Thief games again. Like, I played number 1 in, like, 98 at a friend's house. All of, like, 5 minutes. And I was like, this is really cool. And then I never had a computer good enough to play it for, like, a few years. So I kind of regret not playing more of it. But I guess I could. I've got the Squiggle Box. I have a Windows 98 machine that is dedicated more or less to playing classic games. Like Baldur's Gate 2, as Fries might remind us in a moment. Take breaks from meetings. Well, thank you very much, Fries. We appreciate your sacrifice. But that's pretty much what's going on here. We're playing the Fortaleza Reznor Haunted Pipe Contest levels. And I'm cheating, because I'm keeping my cape for all time. Mostly because this has a secondary exit, and I don't want to spend a lot of time trying to get to it. Because I'm pretty sure it's not going to have a midway. Because that's just how this has been going. These are important meetings. Oh, absolutely. Whole trilogy on sale on GOG for $1 each till 23rd for the record. Huh. Want to grab and be a good time? Maybe. I might grab them to assuage my, like, general feeling of I should pay for games. But I would probably still end up playing it on the Windows 98 machine just because I think it's fun. And acquire the ISOs in a different way. Because most people no longer care about certain older ISOs and where they come from. Here's our secret pipe. Like, there are games I like? Oh, absolutely. Okay. I just want to see the ending. I don't want to have to worry about really messing this up. Again, like, if this had a midway somewhere in the middle, I wouldn't feel as annoyed, but, like, it's one long-ass level. And, like, look, I'm already mucking up this jump. You're not helping, Boo. Actually, maybe that's what you're supposed to do? could have probably taken that with me. I don't know if I needed it. That's not the exit. Oh, at least it's not a dark level, I just noticed. Is this where we want to go? No. Oh, there it is. Where did they go? I don't know. Inadvertent Cotton Eye Joe. Cotton Eye Yopi. One of the classics of all time. There we go. We got the credits. Alright. There's more plot. Let's see if any Spanish speakers remain. But yeah, it's one of those I would love to play those. Just, I don't... My list of games I need to play is too long. Stealing Cotton Eye Yopi? Cotton Eye Yopi was a level. That was a QLDC level. Yeah, that was a cotton... if you Google that string, you'll find me, like, spending 2 hours beating it. Maybe even other people. No, Cotton Eye Yopi. Yeah, nope, they'll find me. That was QLDC 2021. I spent an hour and a half beating it because someone reset my console when I got near the end. Still stealing it? Go for it. I can't stop you. God, this was so badly done. I put so little effort back on that back in the day. All right, let's type out some things. You know, I had an absolutely beautifully consistent, accurate Cotton Eye Joe. When I was playing it, Kevin, I think? Well, it didn't merely trigger it. It was literally the song. They were streaming Cotton Eye Joe straight to the sound chip. Like, that was what they were doing. Kevin explained, like, they had to do a bunch of stuff and optimize and keep out. What the fuck did you... What is this, Breton? No, this is Spanish. Okay. What? Let me type that again, because apparently... Oh, H. Something seems wrong about this Spanish. It's like Rot 13 Spanish? It's chopped up Spanish. Okay. Weird. This is the credits. This is all there is here. It's literally everything that's in here. At least I can stand on them. Heathen Jack, I did it myself. Huh? Alright. You're Heston Jack. That's weird. That's a weird ending. Even for MegaPredator, that's a weird ending. But, well, whatever.